Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I'll be covering the war from the UWL week 2 where we went up against War Agency. And this video is generally a ZAP LALO video, how to do different variations of ZAP LALO and basically how to LALO all around. Now this war, as you can see, was a very close war. Both sides were able to manage to get a very high percentage. We managed to get a little bit more high, as you can see. Not a lot of triples. I was the last attack. I was able to do this attack and get a triple for the team, and I used ZAP LALO. Now I want to first explain my plan before I show you the whole attack. So first off, as you can see, the ZAP value is quite nice. I get 2 ground expos along with the CC. That is generally okay ZAP value. It's not amazing ZAP value, but it's quite decent. Now, what you want to also look at while checking for ZAP value is the buildings around the CC. Now, most players would go for 7 zaps with 1 EQ. I feel like this option should be used when there's a hero. As you can see, an RC or an enemy queen that you can zap with the CC. Now, if there is no hero, there's no zap heroes, I suggest using the 5 zap. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's not a very pretty 5. But a 5 zap and 3 earthquake option. That's not a pretty 3 either. Jesus Christ. Let's remove all this. But yeah, I would use 5 zaps right here. That will take out both ground expos. It wouldn't fully take it out. It would take out both ground expo and damage CC. Then I would use 3 earthquakes to damage this single right here and take out both ground expos along with CC. So basically what that does, let me erase everything. What that does is these buildings right here, ground expos and the CC will be down. And at the same time, this single will be one RC trick, like the RC ability would take this single out. So my plan was, if I send like 3 loons right here, take out this archer tower, then send my RC into here. My RC can grab all this, use her ability right around here, and the ability should go to the single. Now usually the RC ability goes towards the smallest tile, the smallest building. So this is the smallest building. It's only a 1 tile building, just like the air sweeper. So it will go to the single and damage the warden as well, and my RC can go up here later on. So basically this whole chunk of defenses will be out. Now obviously I can sui into here and grab the enemy RC, the enemy queen, maybe luckily ego if possible. But honestly, the way I saw it, the king standing right here with the single will be very annoying to deal with while suing. I would probably have to freeze, maybe send an extra headhunter for the king, and it would be just an all-around messy sui. I decided to do something else. I decided rather to sui the town hall instead. I started my king right about here and sent him down so he can have his fun and clear buildings for my enemy, for my queen. And then later on I sent the queen to grab these buildings behind the wall so that my king doesn't wrap in. I sent a wall breaker right around here. I thought my queen would step in and get these extra defenses along with the town hall. Later on in the video you will see what happens. Basically my plan is this whole section will be taken out with my sui. Then I only have to LALO this part, and that's it. This whole section right here. Now leaving up 2 scatter shots is not ideal in a LALO, but honestly at this meta I feel like LALO at the moment is so OP. All you need to do is freeze and haste your loons and it's pretty much it. The base is taken care of. I'm LALOing straight into the ego, which is very nice. I don't have to deal with the ego shots, and plus I can just drop my headhunters right away on the enemy queen and RC and use the warden ability straight away. And I can use my stone slammer right about here to enter and help the LALO pathing to continue downwards. once you start sprinkling your loons, this is a very important point right here. When you lalo, you send a lava, let's say, okay, I said I'm gonna lalo this part, right? So as you can see, the air defense placement is right here and right here. So what I did, I placed one lava right around here. This lava hound, what's its job is, the lava hound goes all the way here. So it covers all this ground and checks for air bombs and seeking air mines. The lava hound's job is not to sit on the air defense for like 10 hours. The lava hound's job is more rather than finding air bombs and air mines so your loons doesn't die. That's the most important part. So you send one lava hound from here, and there you sprinkle 3 to 2 loons on each defense. Now in my case, I wanted an initial hard push on this side so my loons don't split off. I wanted a very hard push on this side of the base, this right here. So I did drop an extra amount of loons on this side. I went for like 4 loons, 4 loons, 4 loons. I made it very heavy on this side, and I dropped then another lava hound into here. So check air mines, and then I sent 2 more loons right here, 3 loons right here, and later on in the video I'll talk what happened right here. I did a few misclicks right here. So these loons, their job is to take out defenses that are on the outside, so my lalo doesn't have to walk around, go all around, and come right here. I would rather have it all. Let me clear all this so it doesn't look so messy. I'd rather a couple of loons take care of this, so my initial push of lalo doesn't have to go around, rather stay centralized and into the core of this multi right here, which would be annoying to deal with if I didn't funnel properly. And I'll obviously use my stone slammer right around here, so the scatter shot is distracted by the stone slammer, and I don't have it hitting my initial loons that are coming through this way. And then basically I can use my last freeze on this and haste my loons into this last scatter shot. This was my plan. Now let's see how it went on the replay. Now realize that this is the last hit of the war, a triple and we win, or a high percent, I think not actually a high percent, I think it was a 75% 2-star for the win. So it's a very good, like, ZAP LALO. This plan we would have won 100% even if I had gotten the 2-star, like 80%, which I definitely would have because I suited Town Hall right away. But let's watch how it went. Gonna times 2 speed it up. Let's see how it went. 5 zap on here. Let's go. Take my time. There we go. Triple quake. Perfect. And as you can see, 2 loons right there. RC behind. Wizard as well to funnel. And a minion down here to clear trash buildings where I'm laloing. As you can see, single was out. So that's super nice. As you can see, I drop an ice column right here. So this ground expo and 3 cannons hit the ice column rather than my king when I drop him, so he doesn't drop in health immediately from all this DPS. And then I drop my queen in behind, so she grabs this. Cannon stuck on my queen for some reason, switched, but it's all good. As you can see, my queen went around to grab the gold storage before going in for the town hall. The king, as you can see, he died eventually, but my queen got the town hall. And that was pretty much the sui. I wasn't able to get this ground expo because I was stupid and I didn't use my queen ability right away. But as you can see, this whole section is basically taken care of. This whole section is basically taken care of. I apologize for that. It's playing Among Us soon. But as you can see, this whole section is taken care of. All I have to do is lalo this whole section, the remaining of the space. It's quite a simple lalo, as you will see right now. Let me switch it back. Let's continue the video. So, yep, as you can see, I dropped it very far away from the air defense, so Lava Hound gets a lot of space. It goes through all this area and checks for mines and air bombs. Oh, and I dropped my second hound right there, so it checks more mines and air bombs like this. And then I just laloed. As you can see, I'm dropping a lot of loons. This is like about 4, and I think I dropped 4 here as well, so it's about 4 times 3, 12 loons initial push. That's quite heavy. Let's continue the video. We go. As you can see, I drop a couple of more because I really want this part to be heavy, and they push into the base, into the eagle. Let's go. As you can see, pulled air bombs, enemy queen stuck on the hound, and you can see I dropped 2 loons right here, 3 loons on the cannon. Now, here's the misclicks. As you can see, I dropped initially 3 loons on this cannon, but as you can see, I kept dropping 1 loon, 1 loon, 1 loon, 1 loon. I dropped like 3 extra loons right here. I was trying to click on my stone slammer and click it down, but for some reason when I was selecting my stone slammer, it wouldn't actually select, so every time I like pressed it, it wouldn't press, and I kept dropping extra loons, and I'm down to 1 loon. Now you never ever want to go down to 1 loon when you're just starting your Lalo. This is very bad. This was a mistake by me. Misclicks, obviously, as you can see, I dropped way too many loons here. I kept clicking on my stone slammer, but it wouldn't change, and I kept dropping loons, which is very bad. You always want to save at least like 3 to 4 loons at the end to help funnel the big group of the loons or help with the last few defenses. That's very important. But as you can see, my lava hound is in, my loons, this initial push is coming in very nicely in, and I'm soon about to drop my headhunters on the enemy RC, so it can grab the enemy RC and queen. As you can see, I brought 4 headhunters. This is important because both heroes are right there, and you need to get both heroes down, or else Lalo would instantly die without these 2 enemy heroes down. But continuing the video, let's go back to 2 speed. As you can see there, right there, I dropped my stone slammer finally. It's selected, and we push through. Headhunters are 3 headhunters or 4 headhunters on the enemy RC. Melt it very quickly. As you can see, my Lalo's pushing through. Look at the amount of air bombs right here. This is quite a beautiful example of why this is the actual job of the lava hound. So once the lava pups pop, they pull all the air mines, all the air bombs, and it makes it so the loons can push in without taking so much extra damage. That's very important. Now, as you can see, my loons are pushing through towards the wizard tower and the multi. Now, I should have hasted here a little bit sooner, but it was a bit of a late haste, and I froze early right there. My loons didn't path quite well. They didn't split very well for me, so that Tesla pushed them back up. And as you can see, if I had like around 3 to 4 extra loons, I could have just taken out these 2 defenses, and all this big group would have been forced down here. But that misclick right there costed me those 3 to 4 extra loons, and as you can see, it got closer than it was supposed to. And as you can see, there's a tornado. But yeah, I still had my stone slammer. I popped it manually to get the 5 extra loons. As you can see, the stone slammer dies. The air sweeper's only damage left. Only thing left to take out. That's pretty much it for this base. That's how you zap Lalo. Moving on to the next one. Now, moving on to this second hit that I did. Again, this is a war that we had. I think this is the first war in the Fury Cup for us, and we won, luckily, on percentage. As you can see, it was a very close war. We won despite of a 1-star by Fresh H2O. I know he's gonna love that I put this in the video. But as you can see, it was a very close war. My base defended, which was very nice. Was able to get the triple, and I'm going to be covering on how I did this attack with ZAP LALO. Now, generally, you see people zapping the CC, right? It's normal ZAP LALO, you zap CC, you zap whatever building is closest, get the value, blah blah blah, suit. Now, that's not the case in this hit right here. I decided not to zap the CC in this situation, and I decided to go for something else. I decided to zap the enemy queen and the single, along with the air sweeper and the air expo. Now, you guys know that 7 zaps takes out the enemy queen. What I did I split my zaps. I dropped 2 zaps right. Hold on. Put that back on. I dropped 2 zaps right here when the enemy queen steps right there. That makes it so the air sweeper goes down and the air expo gets damaged. Then when the queen steps right here, I drop the rest of the 5 zaps on top. It's not a very nice 5 again. Rest of the 5 zaps right here. That makes it so the single is damaged, the air expo's out, and the sweeper's out, and so is the enemy queen. Then what I did is I sent my RC. Hold on. I sent my RC straight into here. I made it so the RC went to the cannon, the wizard tower, the other cannon, as you can see among us. I'm joining soon. Then I did the RC ability, and that made it so the single goes down and damages the ground expo. So basically this section will be out. And then I decided to start my sui. I was going to sui the town hall, this whole section basically. Now in their CC they had a lava hound and 2 headhunters. Now that's obviously the worst case scenario, because lava hounds during a sui is not what you want at all. People usually run super minions, but these guys ran a lava hound for some reason, and it wasn't very nice to deal with, but I was still able to do it. I obviously brought 1 poison for the lava pups. My sui was supposed to get this whole section basically, and I can lalo the rest. Now how do I do this lalo? I do this lalo in a different way. Now obviously since the town hall is out, I don't need to blimp the town hall. But in this lalo, I choose to still use the blimp. What I did was, first thing first, 3 loons right here, 3 to 4 loons to start the initial push. Then I drop a lava hound right here. So the lava hound, oh, hold on, that's a messy line. The lava hound goes from here to here. So it covers all this ground for air bombs seeking air mines. And I drop extra loons into here, around 3, and obviously there comes a Tesla farm right here later on, and I drop more loons here. I drop like 2, add a bunch of loons here, you're gonna see it. And then I drop a blimp. Instead of using a stone slammer on this side, I decided to blimp. I send the blimp right here, so it pops on the warden, and the 5 loons from the blimp takes out the scatter shot. So my loons don't have to go to that. And then I dropped obviously my warden. Hold on, let me clear all of this so it doesn't look so messy. And then I used my grand warden obviously right here with the second lava hound and pushed this side. And obviously I brought some headhunters for the enemy RC, and I used the warden ability for the headhunters. And then I decided to drop like a couple of loons here so that my initial push doesn't go outside and come back in. That's very important during a lalo. And then I basically laloed all around, used a freeze on the other scatter shot and hasted my loons into them, and basically took out this base. Now we can check out the replay and see how it went. Again, this was a very important hit because we had a 1-star and we basically needed a lot of triples. Let's watch the zaps. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to ×2 it. You can see the queen steps right there. That when she steps right there, I drop 2 zaps. There you go. 2 zaps takes out the sweeper. Then I wait for her to step right there. 5 zaps to get the expo and the single. RC down with the wizard behind the funnel. RC takes out the wizard tower. I used her ability, takes out the single as well. Loon right there, funnels this side, drop my king, ice column, and yep, as you can see, lava, 2 headhunters. That's not what you want to see when you do a normal sui against the CC, but it was worst case scenario and it still ended up working for me. So, goes to show how OP ZAP LALO is. As you can see, my queen, she didn't step in right here, she went around. Luckily, she was a good queen this time and she didn't go for this dark barrack, she went for this collector. As you can see, used her ability, she hit the collector, then the town hall. And that's pretty much the sui done. I got the town hall, the value that I needed, and I took this whole section up. Now all I need to do is lalo this whole base. It's very, very hard to lalo when two scatters are up, obviously, but we still managed to make it work. It was a very, very nice lalo. As you can see, 3 loons, 3 to 4 loons, and a bunch of Teslas popped up, so I dropped up extra loons. Blimp for the scatter shot, and as you can see, my lava hounds are pushing, covering as much ground. I use warden ability, and as you can see, they're making through. I freeze right there for the scatter shot, and I haste this side, so this bunch of loons right here, they don't decide to run out and skip the scatter shot. So I decided, okay, I'll use a haste right here. Hold on, let me select right here. So they run and take this defense out, and these bunch of loons can go up for the scatter shot. It's a very nice loon split, as you will see in this replay. As you can see, loon split right there. I used the haste so it goes, and it worked out very nicely. As you can see, I still have 2 loons to drop. I dropped them later on here, so these bunch of loons can go for the archer tower. As you can see, I was focused on freezing this part first. Very important. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this base. It was a very nice lalo, in my opinion at least. That's how you ZAP LALO this base. So for this last hit, I'm going to show you guys a hit that I did in the resistance war against Jordan First. This is actually a quite easy ZAP LALO plan. I decided to zap this. As you can see, obviously there's not a lot of zap value near the CC. You can't zap anything but a sweeper and a cannon. But I still went for zapping the CC. So I zapped the CC, the sweeper, and the cannon, and I triple quaked again. As I said, triple quaking when there's no hero around is very, very good. You get a lot of damage around the buildings, makes it easier to take out. So I tripled quaked this single. I sent my RC into this archer tower, and then once this archer tower went down, I sent an ice column into this wizard tower. That makes it so all these point defenses start hitting the ice column. So once my RC got into here, I used her ability, took out this wizard tower, single, air defense, and this cannon would have been down from the zaps. And then my RC is able to get a few extra buildings with that ice golem. And then I dropped one Yeti right around here with a wizard to funnel this side, and I dropped my king on the dark spell factory and queen right about here on the workshop, and basically worked my way into the town hall for the Sui, for grabbing the town hall. And that leaves it so I just have to lalo basically this right side all the way up. This time I have a stone slammer, so I can use the stone slammer right about here, so it goes on the archer tower and then continues on the wizard tower and goes up to the air defense. I send one hound from about here, so it covers all this ground until it reaches the air defense. As you can see, that's a lot of coverage, and it's super nice for my loons that are going to be coming from this side. There ends up being a Tesla farm right next to this scatter shot, so I use a freeze right around here. I'm sorry about the voice crack. Right around here, and then I send a couple of extra headhunters for the queen and the RC. I use my warden ability for the headhunters, and I push for the 3-star on this base. Professor is my account, as I said before. Let's watch this hit. Let's see how long till I zap. Do I take my time? Nope, I don't. Alright, there it is. 5 zap, triple quake, and I drop my RC, wait for it to go down, and then I drop the ice column. Use the RC ability right away, and there we go. All these point defenses start hitting the ice column, so my RC doesn't melt straight away. As you can see, King already down, Yeti down with the wizard. You can see they're making a push. Here we go, Yeti mice are going to take out that wizard tower. That makes it the funnel. Archer Queen is also gonna get eventually pushed inside. Let me ×2 this part, the minion down already down there. I hit the King ability to get through this wizard, Grand Warden I mean. Gets a lot of shots off. Now this is what I don't get, right? The bomb explosion reached my queen even though she was like 3 tiles away from the town hall, which I find a bit weird. And she stays very frozen for quite a while as well, for a very long time for some reason, and she wouldn't push forward. I used the ability, I was hoping maybe she can grab the enemy RC, but she didn't end up doing it. But nevertheless, it was quite a nice sui. As you can see, I've suied 35% of the base. Almost this whole section is out. So all I have to do is just lalo this top part again. I'm laloing a multi and 2 scatter shots. This is not something I would recommend laloing, but if you have the pathing, if you have the value, then definitely should do it. As you can see, 1 lava hound from all the way here that goes up. Minions behind the loons. Another lava hound to cover. As you can see, this is the job of the lava hound. Look at all these mines that it's pulling. This is all the lava hound should do. As you can see, I'm bringing a 3 lava hound lalo, and I'm putting the lava hounds straight where my loons are going to go. All 3 of these lava hounds, as you can see on the screen, this one is on the right side right here, that one right there as well. I drop another one there. As you can see, all 3 are making their way into this one air defense, where they're covering all the grounds where the loons can get damaged from. As you can see, pulling mines, pulling air bombs, pulling another air bomb, another mine. That's what's important. There's a freeze on all these Teslas and scatter shots. And as you can see, Queen is targeting the lava hound. Headhunters is down. I haste my loons, hit the warden ability. There we go. They can all start pushing, and these 3 headhunters can melt the enemy RC. I freeze the sweeper and the scattershot, and I push these loons in there and I haste them, wanting for them to get in and grab that scattershot. I get a little bit lucky, a couple of loons went, but honestly there's so many loons alive at this point. There's a billion loons alive, honestly, and there's this one builder hut, and I just have 1 loon left. I was like, once this last archer tower or defense goes down, I can drop the loon for this builder hut. But look what happens to this loon. I drop it, and where's the air mine? I think there was 1 air mine right there. Yep, there it is, takes it out. But it wasn't even close. I think I had like 10 seconds left or so, so even then still would have tripled. There you go, and that's my last hit to show you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a bit more of a on how to ZAP LALO. It's one of the comments on the last video that asked for a ZAP LALO guide, and I hope this really helps. If there are more questions, if you guys want to see different variations of ZAP LALO, maybe not zapping the CC all the time, maybe different type, like a normal even sui lalo, if that's what you guys want to see, I can always do that. If you guys want more hybrid hits, anything, just leave it down in the comment section down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.